Hey y'all. So I figured I would do a January reading wrap up. Also, so if you see me looking that way, I have a list of the books, and I went ahead and wrote down the stars and everything, like how I read it. So do that. And then I'll put the books right over here. So we're gonna do yes, no, maybe. Um, and in January it was my best month I've ever had since joining BookTok. Um, I would say 20 books, but one of them was a 4 book collection, like full books. So if we count those, it's 23. But if not, there's 20. So, first, I read Games of Temptation by H.N. DeVore. This was an arc, and I rated 4.25 stars. And that one, I would say maybe. Um, yeah, I think that one just had trigger warnings. Um, and yeah, I think I would say maybe. Yeah, because you may like it a lot, you may enjoy it, but I don't know. I'll say maybe. Second one was Cherry Auction. It was another arc, and I did 4.5 stars by Stacia Black. This one, also maybe, because I enjoyed it, but there's a lot of trigger warnings, and it is spicy, but there's a lot of trigger warnings because it does get really dark. So maybe. Um, if you're okay with trigger warnings, I thought I was, and then I got into it. It's still really dark. Um, if you're okay with them, I would say try it because I really enjoyed it, but it does get dark. Let's just leave it at that. And then I read a physical book, Eyes on Me by Sarah Kate, and I read that 4 stars. Um, it was so I liked Praise more by Sarah Kate, but this one was good as well. Um, yeah, it was good as well. I would say maybe because once again, it's spicy, so if you don't really like spice, maybe not. But if you like spice, and it was pretty easy to read. I read it quickly. Like, yeah, I would say maybe. And if you like plays and want to continue the series, then I would say yes. Yeah, I would go towards yes. But it kind of depends because some people don't like spice. So, um, next one is The Blueberry Daughter by G. Edward Martin. This one was on my Kindle. Yeah, um, he actually, well, we follow each other on here, and then he reached out asking like if I wanted to tell me a little bit about his books, and yeah, so I decided to read that, and I rated 5 stars. It was really good. It is it was a novella or a short story, um, novella I think. So it is very very quick. Um, yeah, I read it very quickly, but it was really good, like from start to finish, very good. Highly recommend that one. Some say yes. I think there could be some trigger warnings for that one, but yeah, could be. But I'll say yes. I'll say yes. And then next one, it was another arc, Legends. That's the one that was 4 books in a collection. So it was by Katie Regnery, Layla Adder, Amy Harmon, and Maya Sheridan. So each of them wrote a book in there and they're put together. And they're all romances, but it felt deeper than that. Like each story was also very emotional. Had some dark topics or like tough topics. So check the trigger warnings for sure. I definitely had to take a break between each one, and like read something like lighter. But I do recommend it. It is a yes. I rated all the 5 stars. Um, but it's very tough. Um, yeah, but I highly recommend. Um, yeah, it's a really good romances. Just be prepared for some of the tough topics, and yeah, but I recommend. Next one is Wrecked God by Ren Wells. It's another arc. I rated 4 stars. I would say maybe. Yeah, maybe. Next arc was A Withering Dream by Rowan Adelaide, 4.75 stars. I'd say yes. If you like fantasy, yes. With some romance, yes. That one did have some trigger warnings, I believe, at the beginning, because it's a dark romantasy. But check those, but I still say yes. Next one was an audiobook on Libby, Night Bane by Alex Astor. That was 4 stars, maybe. If you like Lightlock and you want to continue, then yes. But maybe. Yeah, maybe. Another arc, Love Me Fearless by Dakota Davies. 5 stars, yes. It's romance. It's part of a interconnected series of standalones, but I haven't read the other ones. But this one was really good. You don't have to read it in order, so yes, really good. Next one is Peppermint Wishes by D.L. Darby. 5 stars, yes, recommend. It was a quick read, and the twist at the end I did not expect at all. This is probably one of the only books that's truly surprised me, like with the twist. Like completely. Did not see it coming. Um, so yes, I do recommend that. But the series you do have to read in order, So yes. The next one, it was an arc. It was the second book for that series. Starry Night Kisses by D.L. Darby. 4 stars. Um, if you like the first one, yes. Um, I would say yes, but depends on if you like that one. If you enjoyed it, then yes. Okay, next one is Buddy System by Ariella Talix. It was another arc. It was 4.75 stars. I would say maybe just because of like some of the tropes and like relationships, and the spice. I don't know if everybody likes spice and like those relationships, but I would say yes. There are some tough topics as well though, so check trigger warnings for sure. But yes for me, maybe for you. Okay, next one is another arc, Be Your Somebody by Natalie Knowles. It was 4.25 stars. Um, I would say I would say maybe to yes. I enjoyed it. There's some tough topics. Yeah, check trigger warnings. I would say maybe for you. I enjoyed it, so I would recommend it, but maybe there was some spice and some tough topics, so maybe. I'll do one more for this one, and then I'll do a part two. So the next one is The Man for You by Nikki Grant. It's another arc, 4 stars, and I would say maybe because the trigger warnings, some of the things, this get kind of dark. Um, maybe I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Check trigger warnings. It's romance with some a little suspense, I would say. Um, maybe. Yeah, I'll say maybe. And then I'll have another part coming up after this for the remaining books.